lovelies, welcome to another episode on Simply Josie, a channel where we talk about anything and everything. If you are new here, hello, welcome to my channel. Feel free to go through my videos, and if you like what I share, subscribe, like, share and comment. Hit the notification button so that you wouldn't miss any episode on this channel. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. God bless you. So you guys know that I like to share things that I have personally experienced. I don't want to come here and tell you things that I have not experienced. It would be like coming up with something I do not know, and I don't usually like that. So today I want to talk about something important that we all experience. I remember earlier this year, one of the days I woke up and my spirit was very sad. Like I could feel that my spirit was really emotional. Like I want to cry, like in deep down within me I am crying, but tears are not pouring from my eyes. But I knew that I was crying within, and should anyone had approached me to ask me if everything is okay or try to get to know why I am all quiet and moody, I'm sure that the tears would just pour like that. But luckily nobody did. But I couldn't shake that emotion off. I rather asked myself, why am I feeling this way? Then remember, a couple of days I made a video about how I have a very loud mind, and it's always raising and it's always thinking of different things and what to do and all those kind of things. One of the things I forgot to mention that I do is to write. I love to write my thoughts because some of them are really good. Some of them are things that I can apply to my life or I can work on later on in life. Especially I always say that the best time that I get good ideas is when I wake up at dawn to sweep the house. My mind give me great things that I've even not thought about ever, and usually some of these things are worth writing down. So when some of ideas or suggestions or things pop up in my mind, I just write them down. That is how I come up also with contents here. I told you that I can sit very quietly for a very long time. It's not because I don't have anything to talk about, but I don't want to go on the internet and research what is being done there. I want the thing to come to my mind for me to talk. So sometimes I can just sit quietly. I pray to God, I need an idea on what I should talk about. Give me something to talk about, but it should be something that I can relate to, and I can sit for an hour or two not doing anything. One of the days I was sitting outside behind my house, and the guy in our house saw me. He greeted me, I responded, and he tried to make a conversation, and I have to stop him and told him, Kofi, I'm having some thoughts in my mind, so I don't need distractions, because I was trying to come up with new content ideas, and that is how I come up. So when these ideas pop up, I like to write them down, be it a business idea, be it something I can apply to my life, whatever it is, I write them down. So I have a lot of business ideas in a Word document that anytime that my finances can afford, I'll just go through the one that I can afford at the moment. I'll just pick one and just do. So writing is one of the things I do. So back to my story. That day when I was feeling sad, I didn't cry, surprisingly. I didn't, by then I had not learned the importance of going through that emotion. Whatever emotion that you are feeling, don't try to suppress it. Feel it through and through and let it go. I had not learned that part, so I always like to be strong for myself. I always tell myself that all I have is God and myself, so I need to be strong for myself. And so when I feel such emotions, I like to suppress it and find a way to feel my usual self again. most times it works and people don't even know that this is what I was feeling earlier on. Other times it doesn't, and so when people approach me, I just have to tell them that I'm sorry, I'm not in my right mood, and if we can talk later on. And the essence of this video is that when I felt like that, I realized that it's because deep down I was feeling like I'm not doing anything productive in my life. Remember, I made a video about sometimes I feel like a failure. Well, you can go through my videos and also watch that as well. That day I was feeling like I'm not doing any productive, like nothing is going on in my life, and I'm just wasting the time going by. And so when it happened like that, I decided to pick a pen and paper. One, I told you I like to write, and one thing I like doing is to take inventory. And so I took pen and paper and I started writing the things that I am currently doing, or some of the things I've accomplished in the past. And that helps me to encourage me one way or the other that I am doing something, I'm just not sitting down. For instance, when it happened earlier this year, I told myself that, listen, you still have a job, you are working on your YouTube, you are trying to lose weight, you are working you are doing some online courses here and there, you are getting to know yourself better. You're not just wasting things, you are doing something. And usually when you feel like that, you become too hard on yourself, like I'm not doing anything, I'm not amounting to anything. My colleagues are doing this, my friends are making money, some are getting married, and you start comparing your life and stuff like that. We are human, so definitely it comes up. I'm not saying it doesn't come up, but it is what you do with that thoughts that matters. And usually when it happens, what I do is that I pick pen and paper and just write down all the amazing things that I am doing. So why am I telling you this? I'm here to tell you that when those emotion comes up, or when that thought comes up, that you are not doing anything productive and that you're wasting your life and others are surpassing you and you're not doing better, just pick a pen and a paper and start writing all the amazing things that you have accomplished and still working on. Let those things motivate you. Let those things be a reminder that you are not just sitting there with excuses or you're procrastinating and all that, but rather you are working on something. It may not have gotten to the point that you want, or it may not have gotten the results that you need, but at least you are working on it. So always remind yourself on these things. When you forget that you are being productive, or when you forget that you are working towards your goal and you become moody, or that emotion visits, always pick a pen and a paper and write the things you are doing. Let that be a reminder. Let that be the motivation that you need to keep going and not feel all sad and all moody about yourself. And that's what I wanted to share with you today, because I know that I'm not the only person who sometimes wake up and feel like that. It may not happen frequent, but at least once in a while it pops up, and this is how you'll be able to quiet it, or this is how you'll be able to motivate yourself or remind yourself of all the amazing things that you are doing. You may not be having some of the things that you still wish for, but it doesn't mean that it wouldn't happen. It will happen, but in the meantime, focus on what is happening now and let that be a reminder that you are doing something amazing in your life, and keep going. Keep working so you get all the things that you wish in your life, and let the others get whatever they are getting. It is their time, so let them enjoy it. Your time will equally come, and you will forget the time that you were feeling all moody and all emotional on that day. And that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I really appreciate it. If you like what I share here, don't forget to subscribe, to like, share, and comment. Hit the notification button so that you wouldn't miss any episode from this channel. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, lovelies.